What is going on, Cog Squad, y'all? Brooke just informed me that she's found something. Her and MaryCarl has found something in the woods. She wants to show it to me. And so I'm fixing to go look. She said she don't know if it was a house, a base, or she said it's really, really crazy. It looks like there may be an entrance to it as well. So we're fixing to go check this out, and we're gonna bring you guys along with us. What if we want to take a shovel? Holly, you think we need to take a shovel? All right, so y'all have found something cool, right?
I think it's really cool.
Don't know what it is though. Moonshine and steel?
No.
No.
Maybe somebody living in it. Why are you laughing?
And so I'm picturing like this big mansion, but it ain't no big mansion.
No, and when I sent you a text to tell you what we had found, I said, we have found a room.
A room.
And MaryCarl thinks that's funny that I call it a room. But to me, that's what it is. It's a room. And I don't know where it goes because all I can see is walls.
Do you think we need to take a shovel?
I do.
Okay. What about the metal detector?
I've already taken it. That's how I found it.
Oh. So it beeped all around it?
No.
Oh, okay.
So I was looking for something MaryCarl had lost.
Oh.
And I was metal detecting around.
Uh-huh.
And that's how we came upon it.
And you know, I thought we have walked our property pretty good. So to say we missed this is kind of crazy.
And it may be that when we try to take you to show it to you that we can't find it.
MaryCarl can find it.
Well, I was going to say, I hope our...
She's like a homing pigeon.
Navigational expert will be able to direct us back to where it was, because I kept telling her, okay, look straight, look at what we can see, and I'm trying to find ways to mark it, and MaryCarl tells me she knows how to get there. So
I see her over there giggling about me calling her homing pigeon.
We'll see if she knows how to get there.
So so we don't need no Door Explorer map. We're good. Okay. We got a crew.
We got a two ladies and a man crew.
We got Arlo, we got Sunshine, and we got Holly. Holly, you ready?
Where's Foxy?
Holly knows her new name. I saw Foxy earlier and she was asleep. She must have been up all night patrolling.
All right, Arlo, you lead the way, buddy.
Come on, Arlo.
I don't think he knows because he wasn't with us on the first trip.
Arlo's got his jingle on.
He has to.
He has to. We got to keep up with Arlo. He's not like Holly, where she kind of sticks with us.
You turn around and Arlo's boom.
Arlo could be gone in an instant. For those that may not know, our farm is 40 acres and it's pretty much split. It's like 20 acres of woods and 20 acres of pasture. So we're fixing to head into the 20 acres of woods we have, and I thought we had pretty much walked this whole 20 acres, but evidently we have not. All right. Am I going right? Keep going this way?
I'm not saying anything.
I need my navigation up here in front of me. Yeah, you know which way to go? Okay. I'm gonna follow you then. Holly knows which way to go. Oh, Arlo.
Oh, Holly.
Holly's got one speed. Actually, she's got two speeds. Wide open and off. That's it. There's kind of no in between. Man, this tree, look at this big old tree. Look at this big old tree, y'all. Right here.
It goes over the creek. You can walk across it.
You can walk across it. Here's our... Is this the main one or this the... We kind of got two. This is part of the main one. We kind of got like a small one and a larger one.
Mushrooms, Holly.
Mushrooms, Holly.
Come here.
Oh goodness, Holly ain't been to the creek yet. Oh, cool. What is that, MaryCarl?
Don't touch it.
I have no idea.
And there's another one right here.
Right here.
It is hopping holly. Yeah. Hopping holly.
Holly said, there's no way you're getting in front of me.
Whoa, watch that, Mama. I started sinking back there.
How far are we?
Another hole. Watch that hole.
Well, I just started.
Here's the main creek right here. We in the wrong spot.
No, we're in the right place. I just don't know.
Do you need it? Help you?
No. I crossed the second creek. No, it's like right here. I saw it just right now.
Is it a fallen tree or something?
No, it's just kind of picking. It's kind of dark.
It ain't that one, is it?
Oh, I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, you can see why we've never seen this before.
Yeah, I can see why we have missed it. Because I don't see anything. It wasn't this close to the creek, was it?
I hope we didn't dream this.
I hope y'all didn't dream it either. Y'all can see why we want to get us some goats to come on in here and get all this for us. Y'all say it's stacked rocks? I think I found it if it's stacked rocks. The room. Ooh. Ooh. Now that is, I gotta go. Yeah, I found it. If this is it, if it ain't another one. That's it? There's rocks here. That's not a rock. When y'all was telling me about it, I was thinking that it was, y'all just may have just found some rocks, but that right there is definitely hand stacked by somebody. That's not natural. Look at this. It comes all the way through here. That's all stacked stone. Look at that. All of it.
Pretty cool, huh?
It is pretty cool. And it's on
Can get over there.
and it's on this side too. Look, it's on this side. So I see what you mean. You thought it was a room. Because standing back here, I can see what you're talking about. It looks like there's a wall here and there once was a wall here.
It was late yesterday afternoon when we found it.
Yeah,
And it was just about to get dark.
I got you.
And so we didn't have much time. It was kind of like take a picture and we're going to come back
Yeah.
and show it to you. So what do you think?
I don't know, cause I mean I got rocks down here.
It's all in the bottom too?
I mean this is, and they're all flat. I mean they're stones. I don't know what kind of rocks. I
My
think.
initial thought was this is not like 1980.
No, I wouldn't think.
The tree roots are growing on top of
Yeah,
it.
that
way
tree.
you could put rocks underneath.
You're right, MaryCarl. That tree, I don't think was that size when they built this. I'm pretty sure that tree was not that big.
All right, how tall do you think the tree is?
That tree's pretty big. I don't know how tall that tree
And
is, but it's
it's
big.
also leaning, so that would have to take a long time.
Yeah, it
Well, you know what probably made it lean?
the rocks.
Yeah. Well, the fact that it was maybe a little sapling when they started,
That's what I'm
and they
thinking.
just left it there.
Mm-hmm.
And then as the tree grew, there was nothing to support this side. So I'm thinking if that tree is, say, 75 foot tall,
Yeah.
that we need to look and see how long that would take to grow. And maybe that would tell us not an actual age, but an approximate age, right?
Yeah, it could.
Uh-oh, don't fall.
I mean, they're everywhere. Look at this. That is unreal. I don't know how deep it goes. It goes deep. I feel some down there.
I wonder how deep they go.
I don't know, but they're everywhere.
And that's the natural rock that's here on the property. Look
Yeah,
at
this is the natural rock. Holly Ann. Arlo, you're soaking wet. Arlo. Arlo, you're soaking wet.
He's okay.
Look at this.
I want to know what it is.
Yeah, I do too.
And you know, last night after I came and saw it, I started Googling.
Yeah.
And I wasn't coming up with much of an answer except for like a shelter for. You know,
Like a storm shelter?
no,
I don't.
shelter.
Did they
like
have? I'm sure they had some type of storm shelter
like
in
something during the war.
there.
How are you gonna help?
You're thinking like Civil War days.
That's what I'm thinking.
I
But
don't know.
I wanna figure out how much of.
And I don't know how wide it is. I mean, I see it.
MaryCarl, this is for sure a sycamore.
I think it's just the width. I mean, look how that big one's there and how they just kind of stacked them all.
It's just dry stack.
Okay,
Yes.
I think it's a red maple.
A red,
Red
maple.
maple? It is dry stacked. And it's on both sides. You can see right here. This wall was here, but this is falling for sure.
This is what I want to know is right here where does it go down under the ground?
I don't know, because this, you can see over here, I see rocks, so I'm wondering if this wall was this tall as this one, and this side's fell in.
It's definitely not a chimney.
Mm,
It's an opening to something.
yeah, that would be a really big chimney, and I don't see anything else. I don't see any other, and where it's located. I mean, this is
I'm gonna walk right over there.
on a hillside. It's kind of wet down in there. The creek's right there. I don't think this would have been a house. I just don't see that at all. It's a terrible spot. Really terrible spot. Considering how flat it is right there. Unless it would, unless the house went that way and this was the, but I think we would see, maybe we would dig more around here. I don't know.
No rocks right there.
No rocks right there?
No rocks right there.
Now it could have been like a wall here and some type of structure over the top. It could have been like a
Yeah, there's nothing here.
the creek's right over there, so maybe a pump house, maybe.
Oh, they didn't have electricity.
No, they didn't have electricity. And how would they get electricity down here? So that wouldn't make any
This
sense.
is
Would it?
free electricity.
Root cellar, storm
Might have
shelter.
hit a rock.
I don't see why they would have. Well, I keep saying that because I don't know where a house would have been. Just I don't know why they would have put a root cellar down here. Now we do know in the 60s this was a pig farm.
No, this is pre-60s.
Was it pre-60s? I thought it was around the 60s. Is
No,
what
I'm saying this is
Oh yeah, I know that. So we know that there was a pig farm here, but this looks pretty
Ooh,
primitive.
rock.
Another rock?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be easy digging.
But that, I mean, that's the top of it.
Yeah.
And you just got covered up.
Another thing we thought, just sitting here talking, could have been a whale, but just the shape of it. It's kind of, I mean, it's almost a perfect rectangle. You can see I got a wall here and a wall there, and it goes all the way out there. There's no wall here unless there was one there. If it's an old well, we need to be careful.
Well, I'm not stopping.
But it's still an odd place for a well. I mean, it's just so odd for a well.
Not necessarily, because you think about it, if it was as old as what we're thinking, this could have been, you know, somebody's campsite.
Or it could have been clear. But the creek's right there, so I don't know why you would have a well when you got a spring right there. So I don't know. So Holly's decided she was gonna help us dig around here and see what's under here.
But she's doing a better job than we were.
She is doing a better job.
Go, girl.
She's a dog of many talents. You better watch out, Brooke. It's coming to you.
It's okay, girl. Keep digging.
Keep digging, Holly.
You're doing much better than us. Yes. Oh my gracious. Maybe there's something down there.
Oh my gracious, Holly. Look at her kicking that dirt out.
Gracious.
I'm glad you ain't sitting there no more.
Well, she'll have to turn it any minute. Oh.
She's making a lay down spot.
She wasn't helping at all. Holly.
Holly.
Look at her feet.
Oh my gracious, girl.
Well, so we know what it was. It was an ancient dog bed.
That's what it was. Holly. Goodness, girl.
Lolo.
Can you get back to work now?
Come on, Arlo.
Look at her mouth.
Holly.
Oh.
Arlo.
And we thought you were helping.
Come here, buddy.
Hello.
We thought you was helping. All right, let me get back in there, Holly. Let me see.
Sonny, can you help?
Sonny's on the way?
She might help you again if you start digging.
See the way that one's turned sideways, so I know that one has fallen. That wasn't originally like that. That one may have been.
That's what I think.
No, I can't
It
tell.
looks stacked.
It looks like a brick.
It's not though. See how it comes down?
Yep.
I need this one of them little shovels, I think. Yeah, all these rocks or stones come from our property. There's a lot of them around here. It does sound kind of hollow, don't it? Past rocks, though, I just don't feel. There's another one.
Is it?
Don't be the bottom.
That's kind of deep in it.
It's getting deep. I don't know what this is. It's strange, though. I got a feeling we ain't gonna ever find out. MaryCarl has found a really cool tree she wanted me to go look at. Brooke's still working on the little site, whatever it is. I have no clue. We got a little bit dug all around in there, and nothing makes any sense whatsoever with it. 0 sense with it. I want to see this tree. MaryCarl wants to show me. Oh, that is a cool tree. Look at there. You know, it's been falling for a long time because look how it's growing into that other one.
It's attached to the other one.
It is attached to it. Wow. That's crazy. Okay.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
That is cool. Look at that. Wow.
It's like a little hole up inside there.
Look how it just sits there. It has grown into that other tree.
I think,
I mean, they have merged together.
I don't know what kind it is. It might be a hickory.
Kind of like it grafted itself. Like you would graft a fruit tree. That is super cool. There's some pretty big trees in here. There's a lot of
Look at that one.
trash, a lot of privet. A lot of these, I can't remember the name of this, but it's taken over in here. Come on, pups. Y'all can see, I was gonna tell you, that's why I don't think it's a whale. Because the stream's right here, and this is an underground spring, and Brooke's right there. I mean, it's 20 foot from it, maybe, give or take.
Oh, the jar.
I know, I just saw that jar. Where'd it go? Yeah.
I can't get it because I'm wearing these sneakers.
Oh.
Get my buddy.
Oh. Ooh, look at here, MaryCarl. What's got something written on the bottom of it?
I found this one before.
I might take a picture of that. Number 5 pail was a J. We'll see if we can find out what that was. Thanks, Holly.
Look at the stuff growing inside.
I know
of
it. It's like a little terrarium. I'm gonna take a picture of that, see if we can look it up. Don't have a signal down here in the woods. So this is Holly's first time in the creek, and it's safe to say that she loves the water. Loves it. Oh, it is a beautiful creek, ain't it, Holly? If the leaves wasn't in here, this is what the bottom would look like. A solid rock, or gravel, I should say. Come on, Arlo. Arlo's not quite fond of the water as Holly is. Oh, me. What do you think, Holly? Oh my gracious. Arlo, what's she doing? Oh, what's she doing, Arlo? You two playing in the creek? That's a negative. Oh my gracious. Oh my gracious. How do you think Mama's gonna let you inside? Thank goodness for concrete floors, right? Thank goodness for concrete floors. Ain't that right, buddy? You ain't clean yourself, are you? You ain't been in the water like she has. No. You're not gonna get in it, are you? Oh, man. Oh, goodness. She can't stay out of it. Oh, goodness gracious. Sonny's an old lady. She's like, I ain't into all that. Come on, Holly. Come on. Let's go check on archaeologist Brooke. See what's going on. See if she's found anything. I haven't heard any hollering though, so chances are still nothing. You find anything? Find any gold?
I'm really mad.
Find any silver?
I'm mad.
Why?
Because look how deep I've dug in. I haven't found anything.
Is it still a wall?
Yeah.
It's still a wall. That is
You know what?
What?
I have come to one conclusion.
What's that? That's Sunny, girl.
Whatever it is,
Yeah.
Don't look at me.
Uh-huh.
They spent a whole lot of time on it.
Yeah.
So that tells me it's very important.
It is. They did spend a lot of time on it because number one, they had to. I mean, these rocks are all over our place, or these stones.
Well, they weren't piled up right here.
No,
There's
so
no
they had
doubt
to go
about that.
find them.
And then you can only carry so many at a time unless you had a fleet of 100 men.
And then to perfectly stack them like they did.
And the amount of time it would have took to stack them. You didn't do this for nothing. It's very important.
That's strange.
And me spending a little bit of time that I have to try to uncover it is not doing it justice, because I'm going to find the answer. I'm going to find the answer.
Well, I got a big hole dug here that's probably a good, it's kind of filled back in now because we've been throwing more dirt out, but I can't touch it with my hand, I know that. So it's a good 3 or 4 foot deep and nothing there.
Well, there's a rock right here that goes sideways.
Yeah?
And I can't decide if it's supporting the bottom of the wall,
Yeah.
if the wall starts going that way.
I'm sure the wall was further that way until that tree started leaning and it pushed it this way.
But see, the rock is kind of like this.
Yeah, the tree could have shifted it.
This little tree has roots that go down under that rock.
Well,
maybe our viewers can tell us what it is.
Maybe they can tell us what this is.
And save my digging skills for something more important.
Yeah, it is.
I may need to build something like this in the future, depending on what it is.
It is quite interesting, I will tell you that. Well, I may dig just a little bit more and see if I see anything, and then we'll regroup. How about that? All right, so both of us have been doing some digging. We did find something very interesting, and that is we found this big piece of metal. And my gut tells me it may have been maybe some type of storm shelter is what my gut's telling me. I may be completely wrong on that, but I know we got a wall on this side, we got a wall on this side, and now we have found some metal. And I'm just wondering if this may have been a roof system of some sort. We've been going at it for a little while now. I guess you guys can see the difference it is in here, and we're still hitting rocks, but they're falling. They're not stacked. Now that wall is still stacked that deep, so it was definitely dug out that deep for them to start stacking that on up.
And that's a massive stack of rocks.
Yeah, it's pretty big, and finding the metal kind of lets me know that I'm thinking this was built. I'm guessing somewhere around the 20s, 30s, or 40s.
It's just that tree's got me wondering, because
the tree. We'll figure that out too.
And you know what else?
What's that?
It may have been built long before that. Somebody came along and saw the opportunity to make it something different and put the metal on.
That's possible. That is very possible.
Here's my thoughts about the shelter.
What's that?
If it's a shelter.
Yeah.
There's no evidence of any dwelling that's ever been on this property.
That we know of. Right. So, I mean, regardless, if somebody built this, so that lets me believe that somebody has been here.
Somebody's been here. It would have had to have been close by, though.
Yeah, it had to have been close by. And unless it has something, I just don't see anything to do with the pig farm that was here. This looks way too more primitive than the 1960s, 50s, 60s
definitely
pig farmer.
And MaryCarl changed her mind, and she now thinks that's a maple tree.
Yeah, that's what she told us. She now thinks that's a maple. I'm going to take a picture of it and see if I can identify it. I got another thing I want to identify. We found a cool jar that had a big stamp on the bottom of it, and I'm going to see what that is too. Well,
in between watching the Victorian crown pigeons build their nest,
yeah,
I'll be down here digging. If I could only get a Wi-Fi signal down here where I could watch them and dig.
Yeah. You don't get much of nothing down in here.
No, you don't.
I mean, it is completely
we're in the woods,
blank.
that's for sure. But aren't the rocks just beautiful? I
mean,
we've seen them all over our property, but these are a little bit bigger than what we're used to finding.
Yeah.
In quantity.
It is. We still got this a little bit more right here to dig. We're running into roots.
With the root going through the stones, that tells you right there
yeah,
that tree was not there when they stacked those stones.
No, it wasn't there. If it was very small. Very, very small. It goes on back. It looks like it stops right there. It looks like it goes back and stops right there. So, that's a lot more digging way back here.
Yeah, I want to find out what it is. Unless somebody can tell us.
Yeah, unless somebody knows what this might be.
Unless somebody has evidence and they know what it was because their family had one of these on their property.
Right.
Well, that's enough digging for one day, don't you think?
Yeah, we've been at it for a little while. I know the video's not going to show it, but we've been kind of tedious about it. Stopping, looking, digging with our hands some, see if we find anything. Holly, you got any ideas?
Oh goodness. She's gonna whisper it to
Oh goodness. Arlo, you got any ideas? Either one of y'all?
I got an idea.
What?
Dinner.
Go get some dinner? Let's go get some lunch. Arlo, you want some lunch?
Yes.
Let's go get some lunch. All right, so we did a little research and we found out that tree is a red maple and it grows 13 inches a year. So if it's anywhere from 75 to 100 feet tall, then that puts it somewhere in between the 40s and the 20s. And I think that's when that thing was built. Plus, that jar we found is from the 40s. And I'm thinking I'm right on my timeline there. So this one, this jar from the 1940s, we're gonna clean up and put on our shelf. And hopefully we can find some more.